Top of the morning, everyone. My name is Tshidi and I'm back with another video. And today's video is LinkedIn Premium worth it? Is it worth investing the money on LinkedIn Premium? Should I bother paying for LinkedIn Premium? Should I pay for LinkedIn Premium? Will I get the rewards? Will I get the benefits? Will I actually get the money that I need to spend on LinkedIn Premium? These are some of the questions that you're all asking yourselves. And if you've ever wondered whether LinkedIn Premium is worth it, I'm hoping that this video will guide you into a decision of whether you actually want to invest in LinkedIn Premium or not. Now, also, once again, please note that this is not a video where I'm trying to bash or to discourage people from doing some of these things. It's just there's been quite a lot of questions. There's been a lot of documents that have been written about LinkedIn Premium. And I do know that a lot of people haven't either read some of those documents or they haven't watched some of the videos that actually speak about LinkedIn Premium and the benefits of actually LinkedIn Premium. So I'm just taking you through some of the benefits of what I think LinkedIn Premium is, or what some of the disadvantages of actually having LinkedIn Premium. So for people that might be asking, what is LinkedIn Premium? LinkedIn Premium is a paid subscription that you can actually have within LinkedIn, and it gives you a few benefits. Now, for a lot of people, they haven't really had this because what they use their LinkedIn profile for is enough. So in this case, we are now talking to some of those people that want to expand that to the next step. Now, the paid subscription in LinkedIn Premium there's different prices. Roughly, for a lot of people who are job seekers or different things, you can be looking at about $24, $25 per month that you actually end up paying for LinkedIn Premium, especially when you're a job seeker. And then for the sales professionals, you're looking at about $20 that you'll be paying. And then there's also the premium for recruiters, which is what they call LinkedIn Lite or Recruiter Lite. There's about $49 or $50 that you actually end up paying for that. The one that I'm going to focus a bit more about is the one that we do as individual employees or potential employees that we would all want to pay for. So if you're looking at something like that, this will actually look at that, and hopefully you guys will then make a decision at the end of this video whether you want to invest in that or not. Now, I will start with the cons of actually LinkedIn Premium, some of the disadvantages that I've identified myself. If you've had any other disadvantages that you've seen yourself and over the years, please do share them in the comments below. But these are some of the ones that I've identified, and they haven't really been the worst things that I could actually see out there, but it's some of the things that I've identified. Now, number one is LinkedIn charges in US dollars. Now, if it charges in US dollars, especially if you're coming from South Africa, every time the rand goes bad, you end up paying more. Every time the rand goes better, you end up paying less. But most of the time, you'll find that the rand always goes bad. So you're always going to pay a bit more than you'd have actually loved to pay. And the cost is about 370 rands per month that you end up paying for LinkedIn Premium. And there are some of the reasons why you pay for that kind of amount. So that's one of the things that it's not, they've got a universal charge or cost that they bring out to everybody else. So it's not one of those where each country has got a specific cost depending on the economy of that country. So that's one of the biggest disadvantages, where I think it's a missed opportunity for LinkedIn, where if they could actually look at third world countries and have a different cost for that, the same way that you've got Netflix charging different costs per country. I think it would be really, really nice if LinkedIn could do the same. But right now it's just one standard cost and everybody gets charged the same. And that's why if you look at the number of subscription of LinkedIn in Africa, they're a bit lower than in most countries in the world. The second thing is some of the products that you pay for are not actually readily available in the countries that you've got. The one that I can remember is salary benchmarks, because some of the people want to use the salary benchmarks that LinkedIn already has put together. I don't even know which country already has that, because I've checked it enough times, and unfortunately it doesn't reflect, and you can't see the salary benchmarks. And the sad thing is that the conversation about the salary benchmarks on LinkedIn Premium have been conversations that LinkedIn has been talking about for more than 5 years. It's still not yet live, so it's a huge disappointment that for more than 5 years or 6 years you've been talking about the salary benchmarks, where us as normal employees, we can go and check out where we benched compared to the rest of our peers. That information is not available. and if it is available, it's only enabled in other different countries. So it's not a very nice thing. I'm even trying to use it here myself, and I haven't seen it, unfortunately. So that doesn't exist. So that's the one bad disadvantage that I actually wish that LinkedIn could fix some of the things. The fourth thing that I've also picked up is the resume builder. Is really not a resume builder. It's just an extract of your LinkedIn profile. So as much as they do say there's a resume builder, it's not going to help you much. It's not going to help you put together a proper resume that you can send out to the different employers. So that's why I normally sometimes advise people to just use canva.com, because what I've seen that is it's got nice templates, simple free templates that are there that you can actually use to create your best resume, and it's got really simple, clean, easy to change templates if you go to canva.com. So check that out. I've got a video here that I've linked. That video is how to use canva.com to create your resume. So please, when you have a minute, just check out that video. It's got some of that information. Now, there are some pros to this, or there are some advantages to actually having LinkedIn Premium. So I thought I should actually share some of these things. Number one is the ability to send in-mails to people that you're not connected to. Now, guys, in-mails are basically inboxes or messages that you can send to other people that are not necessarily your first connections. If you normally have a general LinkedIn profile or a normal one, the only time you'd be able to send out an email is if you've applied for a specific job and the recruiters there, sometimes they give you one access to be able to send one email. Now, you're not able to send in-mails to people that are in second connections or third connections if you have a normal LinkedIn a normal LinkedIn account. But if you have LinkedIn Premium, you get about 5 messages per month that you can send out to different people, especially recruiters that you want to reach out to, or line managers that you'd potentially be working with. You can then be able to actually use your in-mails to be able to send those messages. The next very big advantage that I've also seen is you can see more profiles when you search them. So sometimes you'll find that if you're in the job market, you want to try and look for as many people in the same field that you're actually in or trying to look for jobs in. LinkedIn, if you have a normal account, it gives you up to about 100 profiles that you can search. Whereas if you have the premium account, you can search up to about 350 or 400 LinkedIn profiles that you can search per day that you'll be able to reach out on that day. Now, it does also have a limitation sometimes where if you search in too much, they think that you're a recruiter using the LinkedIn profile to search for people to employ. So they'll rather want you to pay for the Recruiter Lite one. So they will actually sometimes restrict you for 7 days to say you can't search any more profiles. Whereas when you have a premium account, they know exactly what you're using it for. So it allows you to search for about 350 profiles per day. The other next beautiful thing, the third thing that I've seen about LinkedIn Premium is to see who's viewed your profile. It is a very priceless thing. And it's priceless because there are times when you apply for a job and you know who the recruiter that is already looking at that job is. And then a day later you see that one, they've downloaded your resume, because it will send you a message to say your resume has been downloaded. The second thing that it will also say is who's viewed your profile, and you go see that recruiter has checked out your profile. That gives you a bit of hope, because also sometimes you'll find that there are recruiters that are looking at your profile almost every single day, and you see that there's an increase. It also gives you that insight to say, listen, somebody might be headhunting you, so start reaching out to those recruiters if you're already in the market and looking for the opportunities. So that's the one advantage that a lot of people don't really use as much, but it is actually a very powerful tool that you can actually use within your LinkedIn recruiter. Your LinkedIn premium account. The other thing that you then have, which is absolutely fantastic, is compare yourself to other candidates. Now, this comparing yourself to other candidates, the nice thing about it is if you apply for a job or you see a job where you've got job alerts, what LinkedIn does is that it gives you a little information to say, as compared to X, Y, and Z, you are ranked in the top percent, or as compared to people for this job. Because what they do is they take the information that's on your resume or on your LinkedIn profile compared to the requirements on the job, and then they give you sort of some form of rating to say this is basically what you're looking for. And what's also nice is that you can also be able to start adapting your LinkedIn profile to match some of the specific requirements of some of the roles. Like, for example, some of the recruiters, you'll find that you start looking for different jobs in different areas, and there's one or two things that they're saying are missing in your like screening of candidates, because some jobs actually advertise that if you're a recruiter, you should have screening of candidates in your LinkedIn profile. Nobody does that. If you're a recruiter, that's your job. You need to screen candidates or you need to interview candidates. So you're able to then adapt some of these things in such a way that it's absolutely beautiful for you to be able to get those opportunities. Now, the other thing that you are able to do within the recruiter, the LinkedIn Premium account, is to see third connections' full names. Like, you'll find that there's third degree connections. These are people that are connections of your connections that are a bit far too removed from where you are. And you can be able to see most of their full names, especially if they do check out your profile. So that's one of the other advantages that you then have. Now, the final thing, and this is probably the reason why I have a LinkedIn Premium account, is the LinkedIn Learning access. Now, LinkedIn Learning has got thousands and thousands of videos that they've posted online. They used to actually have some of these videos on lynda.com, and they bought over lynda.com a couple of years ago, and now lynda.com has become LinkedIn Learning. It is absolutely an amazing array or an amazing number of videos that you can actually use. So once you get LinkedIn Premium, you've got access to the whole library of some of these videos. So you've got access to literally almost everything. Now, the only thing I'll say about some of these videos is that if you're looking at videos that are speaking about culture, the videos that are speaking about team development, some of these things, you'll find that a lot of them are very Americanized. A lot of them are videos that are very much about the American culture and how things happen in America. So I haven't seen a lot of videos that are designed or developed by creators in Africa. I haven't even seen a single one, actually, to be honest. I haven't seen any that are developed mostly in Europe. So that's the disadvantage, is that where LinkedIn has actually invested that energy on the LinkedIn Learning has been the US providers, either mainly by default because of the fact that they bought over lynda.com and they haven't had other new global speakers or global people teaching on different courses. It would be really nice to actually see somebody coming up with videos that I can relate to, whether I'm African or in Europe. And right now, I think that's the one thing that's missing out of that. But when you're looking at technical videos, like if you're looking at Java development videos, or .NET or C# solutions architect, or digital strategies, or this and that, whatever you're looking at, if you're looking at some of those technical videos, you'll find quite a lot of them on LinkedIn Learning. So that is, to be honest, I think to pay 374 rands or $24 for unlimited number of videos to actually access, it's probably one of the cheapest that you can ever have. Because if you look at programs like Udemy, you normally pay per course, and some of us who are cheapskates, I used to wait for the specials that come from Udemy, where I'd end up paying about 100 rands per course, which I can keep forever. But the only disadvantage is that if I've got that course that I finish in a month, and I want to buy another course, I need to wait for some special that comes up. So I can't just go and start searching for a course and start watching. I have to keep on buying all these different courses. So that's the one disadvantage about some of those. But the advantage about LinkedIn Learning is that once you pay for that one fee, you literally have unlimited number of courses that you can actually, learn and do as much as you can. So those are the top reasons why I would say, for me, if you had to ask me the difference between should I keep my normal account versus should I buy LinkedIn Premium, I would always say get LinkedIn Premium, because you get a lot of learnings that you can do. And these learnings can be your own personal development. And the nice thing is, at the end of whatever course you are doing, they give you a little certificate to say you've got the certificate in this, so you can link that to your LinkedIn profile. So those are the top reasons why I would say, to be honest, you should get LinkedIn Premium. But I do hope that they enable some of this, the tools that they've been talking about for the last couple of years, so that you can actually be able to use them. Once again, Top of the Morning with Tshidi. If you want to know how to do to have the best LinkedIn profile please check out one of my videos here. I will take you through the best steps of actually creating the best LinkedIn profile. Top of the morning once again. Until we meet again. Thank you. Bye-bye.